Art Nouveau architecture, the beginning of modernism. Art Nouveau is one of the first modern art movements that emerged in the last decade of the 19th century, until 1910. This style was first developed in England, but soon spread to the rest of Europe and the United States. It was known as Jugendstil in Germany, Modernism in Spain, especially in Barcelona, Secession Stil in Austria, Stile Florale in Italy, and Art Nouveau in Portugal. The term Art Nouveau was conceived in a Parisian art gallery that showed many of the artworks from this movement. Art Nouveau was not only focused on architecture, it was a total artistic and design movement, which included furniture design, decoration of interior spaces, and graphic arts. Characteristics. In architecture, the Art Nouveau movement wanted to break the tradition and have the freedom to explore the use of construction materials of the time, such as iron and glass, in order to create a new art form that could be in accordance to the new era, the 20th century. This architectural style is characterized by the profuse use of curves and sinuous lines, asymmetry, and being heavily ornamented. The decorative motifs were often based on natural and organic elements, such as flowers, insects, animals, etc. Also, this kind of architecture showed a combination between the structure and the ornaments, and also a tendency to mix different construction materials, such as iron, glass, bricks, ceramics, etc. Now we'll see some examples of buildings constructed in the Art Nouveau style in different European countries. The Tassel House. This four-story house was built in Brussels, Belgium in 1893 and was designed by architect Victor Horta. This was the first building to be considered part of the Art Nouveau style. Here, the mixture between materials such as brick and iron represents a paradigm shift in the architectural world so far. In this house, the iron structural system is absolutely visible, and it's also ornamental. The curved lines on the facades and the floral designs on the railings of the stairs, characteristics of Art Nouveau, are also present in this building. The Secession Building. This building was constructed in Vienna in 1897 by architect Joseph Maria Aldrich. This edification was a manifesto of the secession movement of Vienna. The artist members of this movement thought that this building should be considered as a temple of the arts, under the belief of the Gesamtkunstwerk, a German word that embodies the conjugation of all the art forms in a single work of art, in this case, the Secession Building. The volumetric shape of this building is simple, consisting of three rectangular prisms, in which the center one is crowned by a golden dome made in a leaf filigree pattern, which is the signature feature of this construction. The decorative motifs of this building were inspired by the organic forms present in nature. House Batlló. This house was a pre-existing construction, which was bought by the Batlló family, and later, in 1904, they commissioned the renovation to Antoni Gaudí, the architect considered to be the father of modernism in Barcelona. The interior and the facade of this house clearly show a profusion of organic shapes and colors in the decoration. and also shows a wide variety of materials such as iron, glass, stone, atrecandís, which is a traditional Catalan ceramic technique. On the inside of this building, you can see the Catalan arch brick structure that supports the ceilings, which is said that resembles the bones of a dragon's back. Also, other of the structural elements can be clearly seen in the rest of the building. On the other hand, the staircase that leads to the attic is lined in a spiral and is made out of iron, which also functions as a structural reinforcement to the building. Although the Art Nouveau movement was considered obsolete at the end of the 1910s, it was revitalized in the last part of the 1950s decade and also at the beginning of the 1960s, when famous museums around the world, like the MoMA, exhibited works from this art movement. Currently, some works of pop art and graphic arts are influenced by the Art Nouveau aesthetics.